So if you're in an accident and the security footage, gets overwritten, deleted for whatever reason, obviously that probably could be frustrating, but does it totally kill the case that you might have?
Well, the security footage, I mean, you want to have the video.
Mm-hmm.
You want to have something that corroborates what you said happened and backs you up. What you want to do is, if you're involved in a slip and fall accident or at a big box store or anywhere, you want to preserve, make sure the video is preserved. And what we do is we write a letter that requires the company to preserve the video evidence. It's called a preservation letter. Mm-hmm. If they don't preserve it, if it's lost or they destroy it in some fashion, then they can be sanctioned for spoliation of evidence.
Similar to the social media
Correct.
Side, if you delete a post.
They can be sanctioned. I mean, the judge can impose sanctions against them and in extreme situations, impose fault on them automatically for destroying the evidence.
Okay.
But what you got to remember also, it's not just keeping the video. A lot of times we've seen where these companies edit the video before you get it. So, I mean, that was something that we found out. You got to hire, even though you think you've got the video.
It might not be the video.
You want the video looked at by an expert to see if there's been some editing involved. But it's always important to preserve the video evidence via a letter, sent out by certified mail and by email, putting them on notice that we intend to use this video, that you've got to keep it until we have access to it.
Could I send it as just a regular person?
You sure can.
Okay.
You don't need a lawyer. You can send a letter requiring the business to preserve the video evidence. Okay. I would do it by regular and certified mail and by email so they can't claim they did not receive it. I would send it by regular and certified mail. That way, both of them one's going to get there. So you want to preserve the video evidence. Same thing for an auto accident. I mean, there's a lot of camera footage out there. There are a lot of businesses that have cameras in front of their business. Mm-hmm. There are traffic light cameras. There are cameras everywhere now. So even if you've been involved in an auto accident, you want to be able to obtain that video footage. And you want to act quickly, because even the governments themselves or the agencies that have those cameras at these intersections and along the road don't keep it forever. Mm-hmm. So it's always, time is not on your side. You want to get the video. You want to preserve it, put them on notice that you want it. A lot of times they won't turn it over to you because you don't have a subpoena. You don't have a lawsuit. There's no legal requirement for them to give it to you. But at least if you put them on notice, they'll preserve it until you can file a lawsuit and obtain a subpoena that requires them to give it to you. So there's a process you want to go through to make sure that's there. The other thing is, you're talking about video footage to preserving. What about the incident reports when you're involved in a slip and fall? A lot of people, they're involved in a slip and fall accident. They fill out an incident report. You've heard that before. People filling out a form, tell us what happened. You're not entitled to that incident report. You think I helped fill it out. I gave the store, the business, the information. I want a copy of the incident report because it's got witnesses on there and other information I may need. Under the law, because that incident report was prepared by the business in anticipation of a lawsuit, it's called work product. So they're not required to turn it over to you automatically. Okay. It's difficult to obtain that incident report. So my advice is, if you're filling out an incident report, that you want to try to write down all the information they've got in it so you can take it with you, because they're not legally obligated to give you a copy of that report.
Would that be like almost like subpoena? You have to go get one to even get that?
Even if you have a subpoena, the incident report, you're not automatic. Even with a subpoena, you're not automatically entitled to the incident report, because it was prepared in anticipation of litigation, and that's the work product of the business. And they're not required to turn, even with a subpoena. You have to prove certain exceptions to obtain it by a subpoena. It's very difficult.